Do you like my super classy Valentine's Day decorations? Hello, internet. A lovely lady from the internets that I follow on Geek and Sundry Vlogs, as well as her personal channel, made a wonderful video and I want to respond to it. This is a long intro. Sachie made a video called 7 questions to ask on a first date. I'm pretty sure that's the title. So as you can see from my title, this is 7 more questions to ask on a first date. The first 2 are pretty simple. Chipotle? You might get a positive range of answers from yeah to hell yeah. You could get a neutral answer like, oh yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never been there, which is your opportunity to teach them the ways. However, if you get a negative response like ew, or any similar negative response like that, go ahead and stand up and walk away. You don't need to be wasting your time. Joss Whedon? Here, again, if you get a negative answer, get up, walk away. People need Joss Whedon in their life. And if your date answers in a negative capacity to Joss Whedon, then you do not need to waste your time. However, if they give you a neutral answer, like, who's that? Or is that the guy who did the Avengers? Then you know you have some education built into your next few dates. I mean, you've got dates pre-planned for you, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, if they resound with a positive response like, yeah, then you know you have future dates planned, a la 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, of course you get the idea. What were your last 3 Halloween costumes? I like this question because generally people, for the most part, usually dress up as costumes from fandoms that they like, so you can figure out what they're into. Additionally, while cosplayers have a love-hate relationship with Halloween because of standards, if they're into Halloween costumes in general, you might have someone who's into cosplay with you. As a cosplayer myself, of course I have a wish list of cosplays, but then of course I have the couple's wish list. What is your favorite live performance venue? I say a live performance venue because this can be taken in many different ways, and this gives them an opportunity to tell you what they value. It could be live concerts, it could be live theater, it could be live street performing, I don't know. For me though, answering this in Colorado, I'm gonna say Red Rocks, and I hope they do too. If it wasn't harmful to the ecosystem, what extinct animal would you bring back? This is just a really fun question, and if they say dinosaurs, you can easily launch into a cool conversation about Jurassic Park or even Dinotopia. What fictional or alternative universe would you live in if you could only know 15 of the same people that you know now? Again, this gives you guys the chance to put weight and thought into fandoms and why they are excellent or awful, and you get an extra idea of who the person is by the 15 people that they would think to take with them, whether it's because they love them so much or if they weigh their value over love. And frankly, if they don't know Chuck Norris personally, then they can't take Chuck Norris. I'm putting that guideline down now. If you could build a famous celebrity dream team for a trivia or game night, who would you draft? This is just a really fun pop culture question. Additionally, you can gauge their interest in trivia nights out at bars or even board games at home with friends. Personally, I would draft Will Wheaton. And those are my 7 questions. I hope you enjoyed them. Please watch Sachie's video if you haven't already. She's got some great questions and reasons why. Also, if you know some really great questions that Sachie and I did not include, please let me know in the comments or on the comments in her video, but also in my comments because I probably won't see them in her video. As always, thanks for watching. DFTBA. Yesterday was a lovely lazy day, but also while I was being lazy yesterday, I watched Demolition Man with my dad.